TOEFL Integrated Writing Task. Writing based on reading and listening. For this task, you'll read a passage about an academic topic. A clock at the top right of your screen will tell you how much time you have to read. You should take notes on the passage while you read. The passage will then be removed, and you will listen to a lecture on the same topic. As you listen, you should also take notes. You will be able to see the reading passage again when it is time for you to write. You may use your notes to help you answer the question. You will then be asked to write a response that asks you about the relationship between the lecture to which you just listened and the reading passage. Using information from the reading passage and the lecture, answer the question as completely as possible. Please note that this question does not ask you for your personal opinion. Your response will be judged on the quality of your writing and on the completeness and accuracy of the content. Society's views tend to be overgeneralizations that do not apply to most, if not all, disabled people. Keeping this in mind, let's examine some of the misconceptions of disabled people. First of all, having a disability is not the same as being sick. Disabled individuals have varying degrees of need depending on their disability. But having specific needs does not necessarily mean they are sick. For example, some people have a hearing impairment whereas others cannot see. Both groups have disabilities which have nothing to do with being sick. Of course, they can sometimes get sick just as able-bodied people can sometimes get sick, but it does not always have to do with their disability. Second of all, if a person has a disability, it does not mean he or she has a poor quality of life. People who have a disability can do most of what able-bodied people can do if they put their minds to it. In other words, where there is a will, there is a way. Advances in technology and the American Disabilities Association have made it easier for them to have a good quality of life. For instance, people who are visually impaired are able to get higher educations since technology allows their textbooks to be converted into audio recordings. When they go to college, even the deaf can have interpreters who will help them understand what is being taught in the classroom. Even today, there are mechanically operated leg braces which can help wheelchair-bound people to walk. Finally, people who have disabilities do not like to be considered inspirational, brave, or courageous. They just do what they can to live a happy life like everybody else. Most disabled people do not want to be seen as anything special. The majority just want to be seen as normal like anyone else in society. Consider wheelchair-bound racers who sometimes engage in 42 to 100 kilometer races just like bicyclists. These disabled people consider themselves athletes and not in any way constrained by their physical limitations. Read the question below. Use the remaining time indicated to plan and write your response. Your response will be judged on the quality of your writing, as well as how well your response presents the points in the lecture and the relationship to the reading passage. Typically, an effective response consists of 150 to 225 words. Summarize the main points in the lecture, explaining how they clarify the misconceptions mentioned in the reading passage.